Hello everyone and welcome to another log. So today I am gonna beat the crap out of this lizard here. And I hope you all are having a great day. I went on a rather long walk today. And then later I went to the mall. I feel pretty tired on my legs. Pretty much went out on 2 walks today. Wasn't really expecting that at all. Oh boy. I got so lucky there. I just got out of range of that. um, yeah, I'm leaving most of the things I had on before on, but I did turn on the health bar and the damage numbers, just so it kind of feels a bit more, I don't know, comfortable, normal, kind of what you expect, almost. Not that you'd expect damage numbers from a Monster Hunter, but, um, all the new gen games, have had damage numbers as far as I know. Did Monster Hunter Worlds, start with no damage numbers? Because I thought I heard that, it didn't get damage numbers until it's, like, update much later. Not sure what I offset it there, but sure. I think it was when the turf wars were added, unless those were added since the beginning, in which case, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Dang it, I didn't quite dodge that. I dodged like half of it. Alright. See, for a hunt like Laggy, having my health bar available is definitely going to be much more, critically important. So, as far as the damage numbers go, no, not really. My damage numbers are not that important no matter the scenario. You kind of just have to like understand what you're hitting, understand the sound cues, and just kind of general basic knowledge of each monster. You can hear the difference too between hitting a hard shell spot and a soft shell, I guess. A weak point versus non-weak points. Oh no. Dodge that. Thank you for the heals, Lion. Very much appreciated. Wow, I'm not hitting anything. There we go. Anyways. I wonder what they're going to do for... I can't believe I missed that offset. I wonder what they're going to do for Laggy for the DLC, if anything. Do you think they're going to add any particular variant or subspecies of Laggy? Or do we think that's not going to be the case? Oh boy. Dodge. Let's go ahead and just drink a potion. There we go. Not quite full health. I was about to go for that wound, but it just broke as soon as I swung there. Oh well. Oh, the tempered wound opened up. We'll get that after he gets up. There we go. Let's go for that now. There we go. The wounds don't need to glow. You can recognize it on your own. Not only with the, sound cues, but with damage numbers. You can notice a difference in damage numbers with their color as well when you start hitting wounds. So as long as you have at least damage numbers, you could do a pretty good job at recognizing when the wound is open. Otherwise, you have to keep a pretty good eye at the monster's skin textures for when the wound is open, which I seem to manage just fine. You know, a big red scar usually helps a lot, even without the glowing. Ooh, close one. But since I've never played an old gen game, I don't actually know how Laggy's other forms are. I know there are at least 2 others. I don't know if there's more than that though. There's Ivory Lagaricus, and there's also Abyssal Lagaricus. Lagiacris? Sorry, every time I say Lagiacris, it makes me think of the way they said it in the freaking cutscene. Even the hunter has this funny reaction to it. Okay, yeah, having damage numbers definitely helps with the heavy piercing pods. Not because it's like, oh, I know I hit or not. It just looks cooler seeing a burst of numbers. As far as like actual hunting goes, though, don't need it. Okay, my fault for not dodging correctly. Anyways, also pretty nice to have a lot of the glowing turned off. Although it is a little weird on the items like healing and stuff, but I wasn't expecting it to turn off the. Oh, I wasn't expecting that actually. Oh boy. Move. There we go. Pretty scary stuff. Anyways, as I was saying before I started getting sidetracked, way to go me. There's Ivory and Abyssal Lagiacris. So, as far as I know, they're both sort of like opposites of each other. Ivory is someone who you fight more often on land, while Abyssal, it happens to be a monster you fight more on the deep depth of the ocean. Hence he is, you know, king. He's nicknamed like King of the Ocean or something. And so it sort of makes sense. Kind of like from Rathalos' opposite, almost. Rathalos is known as King of the Sky, while Laggy is King of the Ocean. Which is pretty cool. Which is kind of also that same contrast is the reason why they fight each other in their cinematics from old and new. So, fun little bit of knowledge. Did not need that Ember Shard at all, but I took it anyways. I have my doubts that they're going to expand on underwater combat, especially since the new locale that is prominently featured in the trailer is taken in the sky, and I don't think they're going to do much with Laggy because of it. I think most of the attention is going to go to dang it. I dodged like half of that. There goes my barrier. It's alright. Interestingly enough, he came in here before he was ready to go into his underwater section. Which kind of makes sense. He normally does 1 or 2 area transitions before actually, you know, going underwater. I still sometimes glow when I do my hammer swings. Oh, okay. Oh, now he's going in the water. Okay. That's fine, I guess. I'm gonna reset these seed buffs real quick. Alright. So, like I was mentioning, I have my doubts about them actually adding anything. There we go. What was I hit by? What was it? R1. That's what it was. Ooh, big damage. There we go. Nice. Good damage. Oh boy. Bad timing though. Let's get him this way. Oh boy. Nice. Nice. Oh, a wound? Is that a wound? I can take advantage of that. Nice. Big damage. Dodge that. Dodge that. Let's see if we can Let's see. Oh no, this is gonna hurt. Alright, let's go ahead and drink plenty. Oh boy, move. Okay, that hit me. Oh no. Ooh. I see the max potion for that one. Oh boy. Let me see, can I hit him? Oh my goodness, I tanked through that. I think I took some damage though, but I'm fine. But he won't be. The cinematics actually still pretty cool. I like it. Great damage. Although, I didn't sharpen my hammer yet, so that's a thing. I'll do that after this part. Nice. I know it's time to go on the offensive. Thanks. Still kind of funny that he says that in general. Ooh, he's exhausted? Let's keep going then. You're right, Palico. It is time to go on the offensive. Oh. Anyways, I've already mentioned that I don't think they're going to do much for Laggy, unfortunately. I also don't think they're going to take any of his variants or subspecies into like the Guardian version. I don't think there's going to be any chance of more use for him. I think he's going to be kept fairly untouched for the DLC. They might add like a new like maybe feature for him or something like, hey, he can now have more attacks in his fight in the Master Range version. I think that'll happen, but that's sort of it. He'll have like more combos. Oh. And whatnot. I just think he'll have an expanded moveset. Maybe a new like electrical burst attack. That'll be pretty cool. But I don't really know how they plan on doing any of it, but any changes will be minimal. Until I get, you know, proven wrong and he's given like a savage danger mode, an arc-tempered crazy fight. That would be so funny, where he has like orange spikes growing all over his body, on his like joints, especially like his elbows and knees, like extra on his head, and he has all of these new shock spikes protrusions, causing his electricity to do even more damage and to take even more AoE effect. Almost like a Bloodbath Diablos, but this is a, you know, it's a scarier version of a Laggy. It's the only real way I can imagine them changing Laggy in any serious way. If they don't do that, he'll just have one or two moves added to his moveset, and that's it. What do you guys think? Do you guys think he should have some kind of crazy form like Bloodbath Diablos or Raging Brachydios? I think it would be pretty cool, but I have my doubts. Ooh, oh come on. You know, I'm really glad I turned on my health bar for this fight. I'm really bad about Laggy. He kind of hits a lot more brutishly compared to... Oh no. Oh my goodness. Especially because of that. I'm always like charging some move and he just does that right in my face. Let's do this. Let's do this. Alright, now let's just beat him up. I'm so surprised he missed that. Dang it. He was attacking pretty fast there, actually. Do something. Okay. Not what I was expecting. my fault. I said do something, and he did. Outside my expectations. Alright. He's got a couple wounds on him now. So let's start going for those. And try and... Oh my goodness. Let's just stay on the ground. Get up now. Let's go ahead and eat our last jerky. We'll drink a nice potion. Too late, Palico. I'm already healed up. Don't go anywhere. I know you have a wound somewhere. I know you have one on your chest, and I think somewhere else too. So let's just... Nope. Let's just go for that for now. There we go, and he's dead. Great timing. The wound didn't even have time to pop. He just died. Crazy. Anyways. Yeah, a nice little yap about Lagiacrus. Lagiacrus, as what's his name? Eric likes to say. But yeah. His shock spikes are pretty cool, so seeing like a version of him where he has like more of these protrusions coming out of him on the side of his head, having like a 2 or 4 more horns coming on the top of his head, maybe having a couple on his neck, more on his claws and his elbows coming out, and a ton more on his tail for sure, and he gets to just start swinging wildly with electric shots. He'll be able to do tail swipes that send out electric currents and stuff, or he'll slam it down for a big electric AoE burst. That'll be cool. I don't know, I'm just sort of spitballing ideas. I think you know, kind of like Scarred Young Garuga, but, you know, yeah, like all those parts. There's Scarred Young Garuga, Bloodbath Diablos. Raging Brachydios isn't necessarily the result of like being hurt by others, but the other two are, and rather he is hurt or not by others, a danger quest for Laggy is definitely possible while taking advantage of his electricity. He can definitely be made more dangerous than he is now, and it would be cool to see a danger quest, like an urgent quest, I should say, not a danger quest. Urgent or something. There's other names for them too. Other, like special assignments or things like that. But yeah, I'm sort of repeating myself now at this point. Not much more to say. I was just sort of spitballing ideas. But yeah, Laggy is a pretty cool monster. I like him a lot. His armor, unfortunately, not that great. Some pieces of it are nice, but I have to say it sucks for the sole reason that he can't really change his color. Like, armor sets that you can't change color of just has to be the worst. You can kind of make it work for some monsters, like Chadacabra. You can kind of use his because you can kind of easily make other armor sets green. Same concept with Laggy and Steve. You can change other armor sets to fit the color of it, but not being able to change that armor set to a different color sucks. So Chada by default kind of sucks because you can't change the green. Zoshia's armor sucks pretty much absolutely entirely, because not only can you not really change the color, but this is my personal bias, but I don't like religious themes because I don't think they have any place in Monster Hunter. This also unfortunately includes the old Everworm in Worlds, the really big monster that does the massive Rasen Shuriken type of thing. But his armor set and weapons are very religious themed, and I honestly don't like them. Not that I don't like the religion itself. I think it is inspired by like some kind of Buddhism. I don't even know anything about Buddhism. I don't hate Buddhism, but I don't like religious themed things in a fantasy themed monster game, you know? I like just the monsters. For example, one of my favorite weapons in this game is the hunting horn, which is surprising because I'm a hammer main. But if you look at Seregios's hunting horn, it is quite literally just his claw, his foot. And I think that's the coolest thing ever. Even though I'm not a hunting horn main, I really like just it being the monster body part a lot. Kind of like how I like the what's this called? Gravios's hammer. It's kind of like his tail, but they added spikes to it. You could also do the lower rarity version without spikes if you kind of just want his tail and that's it. But I'm a much bigger fan of just straight up using the monster parts. And that's sort of it. Like, a lot of other monster designs are really cool too. But as soon as it enters the religious theme, I'm biased about not liking it. It's like, nope, I don't like it. It doesn't fit with the theme of Monster Hunter at all, unfortunately. So it doesn't matter what religion. I grew up in a Mormon type of family. I think they've separated in between Mormonism and the Church of Latter-day Saints. I believe those are two different things now, even though they're almost identical. But it doesn't matter if you're any kind of Mormonism, some kind of Christian religion, or Buddhism, or whichever other religion. It just doesn't fit within the theme of Monster Hunter. The closest thing that might fit are like Indian like tribe religions, but those aren't necessarily religions. Those are more like just natural deities that are or are thought to be gods that don't necessarily have a religion around them. Because there's like Aztec, they might have a religion, very much correct me, but as far as I know, that wasn't necessarily a religion, just simply a deity they what's it called? Worshipped. Because I don't think all deities had a religion. That's sort of my assumption. Kind of makes sense to me in my head. Not all deities would have a religion. Not sure why they all would. Kind of like the what's it called? Greek mythology. There was maybe a religion around them, but it feels more like a deity and a worship practice rather than a religion. But who knows? Maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe the very idea of deity worship is a religion. Feel free to let me know if you happen to know more about that. But if you maybe worship only one religion, that's not necessarily enough to kind of give me an answer. So yeah, I'm not sure why I'm going on a rant about religion. But yeah, religion themed weapons and armor, not great. Armor sets that can't change color, also not great. So hopefully they do better in Master Rank about it, because too many armor sets don't change color. So hopefully they let you change the color of Laggies and all the other ones. Laggy, Steve, Zoshia, Chadacabra, Kutku. Kutku's armor is really good, but you can't change the color of it. I have mixed and matched with it a lot with other armors, like I really like mixing it with Arcveld armor, and it's really hard to match the type of color that Kutku's armor is, especially since it is not only sort of a pinkish scale, but it has like an orange, not thorn-like, but the edges of the scale plates have orange tips. So matching the color is difficult because I can't decide on whether I want to match the orange or the pink. I've gone with mostly the pink because that's more the primary color, but still I'd like it if I could just change the color of the pink for Kutku, give more variety to the hunter. So anyways, I'm just gonna stop yapping here. Thanks for watching if you did. Not sure why you do that. And leave a like if you did, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow for the next log. Thank you very much, and goodbye.